paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Good morning. Welcome to the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. We are open to Capital Mortgage Funding all weekend long, celebrating an unbelievable rivalry game today. Be sure to call us at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. And you are listening to the Hardcore Mortgage Show. Good morning. Here's my whole staff this morning. Harry Glanz, Alex Nafusi. I'm Harvey Freed.
Hey, buddy. Good morning, man.
Hey, I'm hoping it's an unbelievable rivalry game today.
When did I become your staff, by the way?
Yeah, first of all,
Wow. Yeah, but
I wasn't going to say that, but thank you for clarifying that, Alex.
Did that come out of my mouth?
Hey, we need an unbelievable rivalry game today. We just, look, I don't care if you win or lose by 1 point. Michigan State needs to win by 1 point. I can't have a blowout.
I don't know about all that.
Oh, Harry, we are going to be talking about some unbelievable stuff today because we brought in Schindel Rock CPA accounting firm out of Novi. Good morning, people.
Good morning.
All right. We have Steve Rock and we have Monica. Monica, pronounce your last name for me because I'll just mess it up.
It's a tough one.
Solanowitz.
Okay, so Monica Solanowitz and Steve Rock. I've known Steve for many, many years. Steve is he is
a great golfer.
I don't know what a great golfer.
No one ever said
I
that.
play golf with you. I don't know if you're a great golfer or not. But, he's the go-to guy for information. And, for years and years and years on this show, we always say that Uncle Sam, Monica, is your partner when you buy a home. Uncle Sam, being the government, only allows a certain amount of deductions. We're going to talk about tax deductions, and we're going to talk about mortgage interest rate deductions. So when people buy a house, Uncle Sam on the interest and on the property tax, we're going to get into it, and I want you to really explain, when we say that, what does that really mean, that Uncle Sam is your partner in a deduction?
Sure. Yeah, when you buy a house, there's several deductions that a lot of people miss out on, such as mortgage interest, real estate taxes, and mortgage interest, as we all know, can be pretty significant. So it's important that you make sure you get those deductions.
Good, and that's why we always stress, Steve, go ahead. We always stress you have to talk to your accountant, bookkeeper, CPA, and really go over the list of things that you can possibly take as a deduction.
Right, because when a first-time home buyer comes into the office, they might get the 1098 mortgage interest statement. How much? Here's your mortgage interest for the year. Here's the taxes that you paid. But also, you have to ask the preparer's got to ask the client. Well, let me see your closing documents because you might have paid some additional interest at the closing. Could be some property taxes that were paid at the closing, or if you sold your house, you might have been refunded some property taxes, which becomes an integral part of your tax return as well. And if you paid any. If there were any points paid or whatever, you got the question of the tax deductibility of the points.
So we believe in the team concept, and we believe that when people go out to look for a house, they need to consult their team. Their team being their real estate agent, their mortgage person, their lender, their accountant, their attorney, and when they get together their team, and then they go into the transaction knowing what's going to take place long before they get into any trouble.
Yep.
Steve, go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
In that way, you're planning proactively. You're not cleaning up the mess that might have resulted from those actions.
Good. Yeah, I like that.
And we use the same team concept in our office also. When we pick up a new client, we try to put the right team together, the lawyer, the banker, and like the mortgage people as well.
Right.
Well, it's great to have you guys. These guys are specialists in tax planning, preparation, of course, small to mid-sized businesses, tax projects. This is certified public accounting stuff. You can come to them simply to open up a business. You can do your tax preparation with them. There's a lot of great things you can have in your back pocket when you have CPAs that you can trust and give some great information. Hey, we've got open lines. We'd like to hear from you, 248-539-9797. Always at Capital Mortgage at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Real quick here, a couple mortgage things. Of course, rates remain unbelievable. Yeah, they're creeped up to a 5-month high.
Yeah, how are rates doing, Harv?
They're doing great, but a slight recovery yesterday. Of course, the bond market improved just a little bit. Again, we want to urge you to go ahead and take advantage of the low interest rates out there, whether you're a first-time home buyer, you're buying your next step-up home, or again, just maybe consider refinancing and doing some debt consolidation. Be sure to call us here on the show or at Capital
rates,
Mortgage.
Just not to get into it because Alex hates talking about rates, but trending, our rates trending up, down, or the same right now, guys?
They're trending up.
Okay, thank you. Okay, now on next, we want to talk about property values? Property values, where are they trending?
They're stagnant. They're going nowhere.
Okay, so up, down, or the same right now?
The same.
Okay, so that means they're not going up, right?
Here, they're not going up.
Thank you.
That's what stagnant means.
Thank you.
Yes,
Appreciate it.
But they're not going to. Here, demographically, you can't have people in southeastern Michigan can't pay $300 a square foot for a house. It's pure economics. I mean, I'm a fairly smart guy, but I think Steve Rock's probably smarter than me. Probably Monica is too. I mean, you guys are CPAs, but I mean,
a great sample size.
I'm a fairly smart guy, but I mean, economically, it just doesn't happen.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I mean, it is what it is.
So we're there. So when the Mortgage Bankers Association of America, I'm talking America, comes out and says in 2017, there's going to be a tremendous increase in sales over 2016. What say you?
Well, here, I read that too. It was on the internet.
Okay, great.
Okay, so I had someone yesterday that I lit up because they put some stupid thing on Facebook.
Right.
That I'm like, that's completely not true. And the guy seriously looks at me, dead square in the eye, and goes, "Wow, everything on Facebook's not true."
All right. So let's talk
dead
serious.
serious.
All right. So specifically for our area, everybody, specifically for our area, and we say it, 2012, 13, 14, 15, now 16 have been very strong purchase environments for us around here in the state of Michigan, specifically southeastern Michigan. Can this trend continue to go up?
Well, I think so. Well, we hope so. The numbers say so.
Okay, I think it's going to be a strong purchase market next year.
It will.
But I don't think it's going to be unbelievable.
No,
I agree.
And if rates go up, you know what that does to refinancing, right? Refinancing has to taper off and slow down. So for us, I look at this market, tremendous market. There's opportunities galore. All I'm saying is that there are going to be more houses on the market for you to take a look at because the purchase market, especially November, December, January, February, and March, is going to slow down because of where we are in the weather. Okay, that's number one. Rates are going to go up probably after the election. They have to go up a little bit, if not a lot. So what are you waiting for? Buy the house, take a look at the house, okay, refinance, lock in a low rate now because you're going to call us up in 2 months and say, hey, I want that rate that you promised us 60 days ago. Well, it doesn't work that way, right, Steve?
You
It doesn't work
get
that
that
way.
all the time.
It's a very transient thing. The rates fluctuate literally daily.
Every day, right?
But
Absolutely.
still, the rates
Intraday.
are at but the rates are at a point right now where it's truly it's a buyer's market. Now is a great
So, Monica,
opportunity.
what do you advise your clients when they come to you and they say, and you see their 1098 interest deduction form, you say, well, how much are you paying and what's your rate? And then what do you advise them at that point in time?
Yeah, well, the first thing I look at is I'm always looking at this year compared to last year. So if I'm seeing a rise in their interest deduction, I'm wondering what's going on with that. So I'm asking them, what kind of rate do you pay? What's your balance? What is causing this increase? And then again, we have that team approach. So we have good professionals like you guys that we would reach out to and say, hey, can you help these people out? What's going on?
That's a good way to go. 248-539-9797. We always talk about more professional people. We're going to get to some calls. Let's move off to Ryan. Good morning, Ryan, calling in from Macomb this morning. Welcome to our show.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, man, what's going on?
So your screener, I have a 30-year mortgage through Fannie Mae, FHA, and I'm currently at 3.25. I owe 160. The house appraised at 220, but I'm stuck in that mortgage insurance until July of 2017. So I was thinking about doing a 15-year so I can get out of the mortgage insurance. My house payment, they told me, will only go up $230. Well, I'm not sure if that's worth it or just stay in the 3.25 and just make extra payments, what it would cost.
Right.
To
Let me
refinance.
ask you a question, partner. Why'd you go FHA initially versus conventional?
Because I had a foreclosure. I left my house in Flint, and I was a renter. I became a landlord for 2 years until I finally had to just walk away from it.
So you had to walk away from your primary residence and your rental properties,
One rental property, yes.
and your primary residence where you live.
And how long ago was that?
Oh, that was back in 06.
Okay, fine. So a lot of time has passed, and I prevented Alex from yelling at you, so that's good. So, all right, so here's the thing. Question is, how long are you going to stay in your existing home?
At least 5-6 more years.
All right, so, I mean, one of our favorite mortgages is when we take somebody down from a 30-year to a 15. But if you're not going to be in the house for longer than 5 or 6 years, why do you want to go on a 15-year fixed rate?
So no, just that's why I'm calling.
Okay,
I knew I wouldn't call.
I apologize for coming off like that. I don't mean it that way. What I'm trying to point out is that we love doing that, and we want to do that, but we have to ascertain the benefit to you.
Yeah.
So
I thought because I dropped the
MIP.
Yeah,
my house appraised for more, but FHA, the insurance has to hold on for it.
I agree. So I Alex is going to take a look at it, but what we should do is get your profile, take a look at it, and see what the best mortgage program for you is. It might be a 30, it might be a 25, it might be a 20, it might not be a 15, but it could be. But we just have to take a look at it.
All right.
Is that good? We want to save you some money, so if you think you're going to be there a while, we could save you a lot of money. It just depends on how much.
Thanks for the call, Ryan.
More than likely, I'm going to be there. It's just my wife wants to stay. I don't want to stay.
Well, guess what? You're staying, brother. Hey, welcome to the real world. You're staying.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
I mean,
So
she wants
50.
to stay.
Yeah.
The kids are starting high school. She doesn't want to move. I'm like,
I agree
when
with
I
you.
graduate, I want to leave.
I agree with her.
Well, thanks for the call, Ryan.
Yeah.
We'll definitely follow up with you and see if it's saving,
that's a good call.
saving you some money would make sense. Again, a lot of families out there had to take FHA mortgages in the past. That MIP generally sticks with you for a lifetime of the loan unless you got it way back in the day.
Yeah.
And many families have at least 20% equity now if you bought in the last few years. Keep it here on 97.1 The Ticket, 248-539-9797. We'll be right back.
The new 2017 Chevrolet Malibu offers dramatic design, exceptional efficiency, and advanced technology. A hat trick with wheels. I'm Dylan Larkin, Red Wing and Detroit native. Chevrolet is offering tickets to see the team take the ice at an upcoming home game. Brought to you by Chevrolet, official vehicle of the Red Wings.
Hi, Harry Glanz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, and they're not going down to zero. So what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. If you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
You and I are privileged to live in one of the greatest democracies in the history of the world. And with great freedom comes great responsibility. So what do you choose? Will you vote junk or no junk? If you vote for junk, you don't have to do a thing. Junk is a virus. It spreads and multiplies all on its own. But to vote no junk, you have to take action. We come when it's convenient for you. Call today before noon and we'll be there today. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK or visit 1-800-GOTJUNK.com.
Toys R Us presents Kids Talking About Toys, starring Lucas.
This Lego set has a lot of cool stuff in it. And futuristic nights. They're like in the future. Like we're next week or something.
The Lego Nexo Nights Jestro's Volcano Lair has futuristic nights. They're like in the future, or like next week or something. What's here today? The Great Big Toys R Us Book of Awesome. Get your coupon, spend $100 in store, and get a $25 gift card to use in December. Toys R Us. Awesome.
Must present coupon at time of purchase. Coupon available in store and online. Offers in store only. Other restrictions apply. Visit Toys R Us for details.
Do you have acne or even the occasional breakout? With prescription grade Proactive Plus, your acne can heal and you can prevent future breakouts. Try Proactive Plus 100% risk-free. Plus, get 2 free gifts and free shipping. Take it from me, Proactive really works. Get prescription grade Proactive Plus, their amazing skin purifying mask, and a second gift of your choice. Totally free and free shipping. You're guaranteed to get clear and stay clear, or you don't pay a penny. Call now. 800-281-8770. 800-281-8770.
Saturday, Mr. B's in Royal Oak is sponsoring the first Spartan Wolverine games. That's right, let's see who the little brother really is. While the boys will be fighting out on the field, we'll be watching and competing at the same time. Come try to win some cash prizes in basketball toss, skeet ball, and even a best dressed fan contest. Cash prizes, we've got beer specials, food specials, we've got it all in our game room. On Friday night, we're giving away 2 tickets to Hawaii. That's right, the best costume at our Halloween party wins 2 tickets to Hawaii. Mr. B's Gas Pub in Royal Oak. It's the best.
Autumn leaves are falling, and despite what you heard, fall and winter is a great time to sell your home. While most agents are going into an industry-wide seasonal slowdown, our team is ramping up. This is Mark Z at Keller Williams. I don't just guarantee to sell your home in the spring and summer, I guarantee to sell your home in the fall and winter as well. Or I'll buy it, and it's no joke. We agree to a price and a deadline, and if that deadline passes and your home isn't sold, I'll step in and buy it myself.
Get the speed guarantee. Call Mark Z. 888-971-9790.
For over 130 years, Westinghouse has made everyday life a little better. With the holiday season around the corner, now is the time to start thinking about batteries. Batteries for toys, electronics, and everything around the home. WestinghouseBattery.com is the one place to get Westinghouse quality and the Westinghouse performance you deserve. WestinghouseBattery.com has all the batteries you need at one convenient place. Stop by today. Westinghouse Battery. AceBattery.com.
Ace is a place with the helpful hardware, folks.
I need to switch to LEDs.
I told Brad some of our LED light bulbs are on sale for less than $2 per bulb.
Ace is a place where you can save money when buying LEDs and save energy and the environment. It's a start.
Head to Ace now through Monday and get a 3-pack of Fight 60-watt LED bulbs for $5.99 with instant savings. That's less than $2 per bulb. Offer valid through October 31st at participating stores. Ace Rewards members save $1 instantly in store. Store stock only. See store for details.
An important message from Medicare.
I found a better deal on prescriptions.
I found a new plan with lower costs. It's Medicare Open Enrollment. Have you compared plans yet? Who knows what you might find?
Check out your options at Medicare.gov or call 1-800-MEDICARE.
You never know unless you go.
Medicare Open Enrollment. October 15th through December 7th. Brought to you by the Department of Health and Human Services.
Text the ticket anytime, 24/7 at 97136. The Gallianas Van Dyke Dodge Ticket Text. Don't overpay. Get into Gallianas Van Dyke Dodge today.
A young mother vanishes. 1 year later, an accidental butt dial to 911. Will it solve the mystery? 48 Hours, tonight at 10/9 Central on CBS.
The station where your opinion matters.
97.1 The Ticket.
Alrighty, welcome back to the show. It's a Hardcore Mortgage Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Calls all day at Capital, all weekend long. 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. Live here in the studio, 248-539-9797. Got Steve Rock, Monica Silowitz.
Solanowitz.
Got that down.
Hey, we just practiced that.
All right, we got some CPAs in the office here if you want to call in. You know, one of the things, Monica, we talked about yesterday was how often that the clients really just don't understand that home benefits and how that all works. And, you know, we try to just sort of give some raw numbers to families such as, hey, if you're renting now and paying $1,000 a month and you're paying $1,000 on a mortgage, you might end up getting back $250 more a month, $3,000 back from the IRS. And again, I'm just talking in generals right here. But owning a house, the benefits are obviously out there, but the tax benefit really does get overlooked.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and on the flip side, a lot of people get confused. They want to keep mortgages just for their write-off, and sometimes you need to know how those write-offs are actually impacting your tax return. And there's some cases where your real estate taxes, you report them as a deduction, but depending on where you are in your tax situation, they're actually of no benefit to you.
Okay, so Mike, I have a question for you. So you know your age group, the millennials? I'm going to say you're a millennial.
Am I a millennial?
You probably
I think you're a millennial.
Hey, she looks like a millennial.
Yes.
So your millennial buddies are all buying houses now, right?
Yeah.
But they all want to share a house. So we buy a house together, and all of a sudden, it comes time, they bring in their tax documents, see who gets the deduction on that.
That's a great question.
Can I guess?
No,
Is it,
Yeah,
wait,
I'd like to hear it.
I want to hear
Go
her.
for it.
Is it 50-50 if you buy it together?
Depending.
It
It's
can.
always, this is what I call the green light, facts and circumstances, meaning what's most beneficial and can those facts and circumstances meet that so we can get the most benefit of those deductions. So the first thing you have to look at is who is the owner. So legally, who's on the title of that house? If they're not all on the title, then it would come down to the beneficial ownership. So in other words, are you living there? Are you receiving the benefits of living in that house? And then secondly, who's actually paying the property taxes? That's who the deductions would go to.
Okay, so that's pretty. That sounds simple, but
it's 50-50. So if you split in the payment and it's an escrowed mortgage,
Okay.
right? So Harry and I share a house together.
Nice.
Okay. It's romantic. Wow. It's $1,000 a month.
I gotta go.
We're each,
It's getting too deep for me.
we're each paying $500 a month.
But doesn't it go to this? If when we file our tax returns and then we get the 1098 deduction, now we go to claim our deduction, you can divide it up any way you want. There's only 100%. So if I want to take 75, and Alex, let's go the other way. Alex wants to take 75. Alex wants to take 75%, then I can only take 25%.
Well,
We
yeah,
can-
you
we
can't
can
take
divide
more
it-
than 100%.
That's
for
right.
sure.
So we can divide it any way we want. Isn't that true? As long as it adds up to 100%.
Well, and you know what? To be honest, the IRS can challenge it however way they want to. So
But that's why we hire you.
yeah, exactly. So in that case, you can make an argument that you're contributing 75% to the mortgage payments. But really what the IRS is going to look at is what percentage are you both contributing to those mortgage payments.
Okay.
So if it's 75-25, one would take 75% of the interest and taxes and the other one would take 25. But you have another issue also.
Yes.
the IRS ties in these 1098s to your Social Security number.
Right.
Okay. So this would be kind of a negative effect where, like, let's say the mortgage is in Harry's name and the mortgage interest for the year was $10,000.
Right.
And you only claimed $7,500.
Right.
All right. I don't think you'd get the letter from the IRS, but if Alex, has $2,500 of mortgage interest, and then the IRS says, looks at Nafusi, okay, and says, wait, he reported $2,500. The mortgage company, I don't have any 1098s from a mortgage company. So sorry, Mr. Nafusi, you owe us $1,000.
Really?
So then you'll have to write us a letter.
Even if they call into question, they say, okay, hey Harry, why did you give up $2,500? Well, I gave it to Nafusi. They're not going to say okay with that?
Oh, yeah.
I don't think Harry's going to get the letter.
Okay.
Nafusi might get the letter.
What the problem is, a lot of people, they receive these automatic notices. They're computer generated, and they say, oh, the IRS says I owe, I guess I must owe. In that case, I always advise my clients, call us first, because in that case, we'd say,
I love that.
we're having 25% allocated to Nafusi.
So, Monica, next question is this. If you ever get noticed up by the IRS, your first call should be to whom?
Your CPA.
That's it. And if you get weird calls, which they just busted that ring, okay?
Oh, my God. That was long overdue.
That's right.
I've gotten those
everybody
calls.
got the calls, right? Whenever you get a call from IRS, and oh, by the way, Monica will tell you, the IRS doesn't make outbound calls. They don't. They send you letters. They notice you up, right?
Yeah,
they send you letters.
And they will never email you.
That's right. So they only contact you through the U.S. mail. They don't call. They don't email. That's just not what they do. But if you ever get anything from the IRS, allegedly, call your accountant, bookkeeper, CPA.
This segment is why it goes back to what we say about having a good team. I'm completely lost. I even know where we're I'm thinking about the football game. We're playing golf later. I have no idea what's going on.
Right.
This is why I have people for this. Here's my W-2. These are my receipts. It's in a shoebox, and it's here. Here.
Oh, no,
Here
the
you go.
shoebox.
I'm the shoebox guy. I'm telling you right now.
Well, listen, if you're listening to the show, be sure to call in 248-539-9797. Just like anything, we want to give you all the information on this. We don't want to dumb you down. We want to smart you up a lot.
And here's the thing, the next question, because I'm a baby boomer and I'm really the sandwich generation. Okay, I've got millennial kids and I've got older parents. So now my parents are in a house. I mean, what kind of deduction? What do I get, and what's going on with that? I mean, who takes the real estate and interest deductions from my retired parents' houses and properties?
You have a Gen X third kid.
Hold on a second. Monica, Monica's, I mean, what do I do then?
That is not as favorable of an answer. So if you are not on the title of the house, you're not the beneficial owner because you don't live there, right?
Right.
You're making the payments though.
Yep.
You don't get the deduction.
Okay.
So there's a couple of options. What you could try gifting the money to your parents. Of course, be cognizant of the annual gift tax exclusion. You could gift the money to them. They pay the taxes. They can get the deduction. The other alternative is look into, I would strongly advise that you talk to your attorney, but try and look at putting your name on the title of that house. There's gift tax considerations that come into account with that. But in that case, your name is on the title, you're making the payments, then you can get the deduction.
So, Harvey, as you can tell, there are a lot of a lot of moving parts in this.
Lots of moving parts as always. Hey, you know what? Demand's picking up. We know rents continue to increase here across Southeast Michigan, and there's no doubt some of the buyers are back. First-time home buyers are coming back. It was at all-time lows, Harry. Starting to show, as you mentioned, the millennials, the younger generation is starting to get out there and consider purchasing a home. Some of the things, Monica, that the first generation, that younger generation was experiencing, of course, is a lot of student loan debt. Things of that nature was holding them back, maybe even saving money as they were renting for the last 3 or 4 years. It's been a little bit more difficult because they carry a little bit more debt. Some of the things that these young professionals are starting to see, of course, you're in that age group, but their opportunity to become a homeowner is generally really simple. And have you ever met a client, like if you did a tax return last year and again, they were just first-time home buyers, when they see that amount they're getting back on their tax return, the smiles.
Oh, it's great. I feel like superhuman in that case.
You're like looking at someone saying, hey, you got $2,000 back last year, and now it's, more than double, if not. All right, lots of opportunities out there. Give us a phone call, 248-539-9797. Definitely want to throw out there that the demand is strong across Southeast Michigan. Alex, we so often have the real estate agents on, of course, Dan Dubinsky and everyone who's working the Woodward area. There's just not a lot of homes out there. And what's out there is available in different aspects. So you might want to look at a house that doesn't fit all your needs, but you can perhaps get get an FHA 203K loan. So there are all these other opportunities out there.
I think what's really cool that I think people forget sometimes is some of the fill-in building. I mean, in the new construction, the demand for that is outstanding. I personally like some of the older character of the homes. The ones that have been redone. You take these houses that are built in in the 20s and 30s, and you really redo them, but you still have the the structural integrity of the house, and there's a lot more character to it. Last night I was at a charity function for Norman Utuma's foundation for little kids who lost their parents, and I was sitting next to this guy. His name's Ross, and he's a builder, and we do a lot of wood recorder stuff, but he does a lot of the fill-in building out on the east side, up in Shelby Township, Macomb, out that way.
Cool, yeah.
And they're doing a lot of that stuff there, and I think that's it's something that you should really pay attention to. Especially where you have husband and a wife, and the wife wants the new construction, the husband likes the old school, with the house with the character. You kind of get you can get that fill-in building where they really redo these houses and take an old house and make it, they put the Viking appliances in and they make it, modern. It's awesome.
Yeah, new construction is going gangbusters, especially in Macomb County. Macomb County has become the shining star of our metropolitan area, and it's very, very strong out there.
All right, that music says we're up against a quick break here. Keep it on 97.1 The Ticket, 248-539-9797. Your calls when we come back.
Karsh and Anderson Middays.
Hi, it's Doug Karsh from Karsh and Anderson. Coming up on Monday's program, did the Lions make a statement? And what kind of statement? We'll talk about it at 10:20. And Aftermath on Michigan and Michigan State at 11:35.
Karsh and Anderson Middays. 97.1 The Ticket.
Think now isn't the best time to list your home for sale? Well, think again. Hi, I'm Realtor Jeff Glover. In the spring and summer real estate market, everyone wants to get in time for the school year to start. Now, today's buyer is looking at homes to get settled before the holidays. Don't wait until after the holidays and miss out on that potential buyer for your home.
Hi, I'm Katie Androff.
And I'm Andrew Androff. And, we had our house listed with another realtor. 10 months on the market, no offers.
And, with 2 small children, it was extremely frustrating to get ready for those showings.
But then Jeff Glover came along, and he sold our house within weeks.
Homeowners who sell their homes with Jeff get an average of 98% of their asking price and sell their homes in an average of 23 days. When you hire Jeff and his team, Jeff will personally be involved, whether it's coming out to evaluate your home or marketing your home behind the scenes. Visit Jeff and his team at their newest location in Birmingham, or call Jeff at 855-JEFF-SELLS or online at 855jeffsells.com. Realtor Jeff Glover. A household name. Jeff Glover is affiliated with Keller Williams Realty.
Outdoor grilling season may be coming to an end, but grilling season never ends at Bucharest Grill. Stop by Bucharest Grill, home of the best shawarmas in Detroit. Bucharest Grill, great food and affordable. Stop by for lunch or dinner, 2684 Jefferson near Shane, 1623 Michigan Avenue in Corktown, or 110 Paquette in the New Center area. All 3 Bucharest Grill locations feature plenty of free parking and the same great original recipes that earn Bucharest Grill Best Carryout, Best Late Night Food from Our Detroit Magazine, and Best Shawarma from Metro Times 5 years in a row. Heading downtown for a game or just to hang out? Treat yourself to Bucharest Grill. And Bucharest Grill delivers to downtown Detroit. Call 313-965-3111 or log on to bucharestgrill.com. Bucharest Grill, great food and very affordable. Open 7 days a week at Jefferson and Shane, Michigan Avenue in Corktown, and Paquette in the New Center area. 313-965-3111.
Attention, men. If you have tried or wanted to try Viagra or Cialis, or if you've ordered an over-the-counter product in the last few years, Noxitril is an option that is completely private, has received tremendous reviews, and can be at your door in just days. Pharmaceutical companies dislike us because we present a real option to their higher prices and insurance limitations. After years of research, Noxitril has been developed and formulated in U.S. FDA labs, packed with the highest quality potent ingredients. Noxitril is a true breakthrough in male potency. This remarkable all-natural pill is being called Viagra on steroids. So what are you waiting for? Call now and ask how to get your free supply.
Call now and get your free supply. Call 800-726-9271. That's 800-726-9271. Call now and get your free supply. 800-726-9271. 1-800-726-9271. It's another day filled with great offers from Genesis Cadillac. You can lease the 2016 Cadillac CTS sedan luxury collection for only $389 a month. That's a 36-month low-mileage lease with only $3169 due at signing. General Motors employee provisions and lease loyalty apply. For excellent service, visit Genesis Cadillac Service Department on 9 Mile near I-94 in St. Clair Shores. Always quick and easy access. Visit GenesisCadillac.com for valuable coupons and additional savings. You're going places. Genesis Cadillac is taking you there.
This is Michigan's own number 69, Detroit defensive end, Anthony Zettel here for Jag and Nathan Neurosurgery. You may have seen the video of me online tackling a tree. If you're living with chronic neck and back pain, it's time to see a surgeon who can tackle your pain. That's Dr. J. Jag and Nathan, one of our magazine's top docs. He and pain specialist Dr. Fadi Deli can help you get your life back with lasting relief from your pain. Call 248-733-9904. 248-733-9904. Or visit mi-neurosurgery.com.
Gander Mountain knows firearms and how to save you money. Check out America's largest firearms selection today at Gander Mountain, America's Firearms Supercenter.
Apollo Heating and Cooling is hiring. If you have experience in service and or installation, Apollo Heating and Cooling is looking for you to fill permanent positions. Come join the company that has been servicing Southeast Michigan for over 30 years. Call 586-777-0990.
Sports news all day, every day. This is 97.1 The Ticket.
Brought to you by Northern Logistics, hiring Romulus drivers at norloworld.com. It's Michigan and Michigan State today right here on 97-1. The Ticket kickoff at 12 noon from Spartan Stadium. Number 2, Michigan, 7-0 overall, 4-0 in the Big Ten. A full 25-point favorite over Michigan State, a college football playoff participant last year, but just 2-5 this year. They've lost 5 straight, but State has beaten Michigan 3 in a row in the series and 7 of 8. Meanwhile, World Series Game 3 goes away. The Indians 1-0 over the Cubs. They take a 2-1 series lead. That was the first World Series game at Wrigley since 1945. Pinch hitter Coco Crisp, an RBI single in the 7th for the lone run. Game 1 winner Corey Kluber starts for Cleveland tonight in 3 days rest. John Lackey for Chicago. The Pistons over the Magic last night at the Palace, Auburn Hills. Final score 108-82, and likely the final home opener for the Pistons at the Palace. Pistons owner Tom Gores confirms before the game the team is close in a deal to move downtown next season. And Red Wing hockey tonight right here at 97-1 The Ticket. Red Wings looking for their 7th straight win, host the Bruins at 7 p.m. At the Ticket Update Desk, I'm Jeff Lesson. For more, 971theticket.com.
Michigan Wolverines head coach Jim Harbaugh talks to Jamie and Stoney every Thursday morning at 8:15 on 97.1 The Ticket.
Welcome back to show 933. If you're just joining us, it's the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Call us all week long, all weekend long at 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. We always take your calls here live in the studio, 248-539-9797. Also, email us at mortgage.show@lowrateonline.com. And one last one. How about Facebook friend us at the Hardcore Mortgage Show? Just punch it in there. And
Why wouldn't you Facebook
I want to be your friend on Facebook. Ooh.
I'm not even going to decline your friend request. I'm not even going to respond to it. I'm just going to leave it pending. I'm not going to dignify you friend request to me. You're a grown man.
Hey, did you see the picture? Hey, did you see the picture our boy Steve Lipson put on about our Michigan State party we had yesterday?
Yeah.
Take a look at it.
Yeah, there's some fun stuff.
I wasn't even invited to it.
All the Michigan slappies were out in full force, baby. It was unbelievable.
I wouldn't even get the invite.
Let's move off to Jeff in Taylor. Good morning, Jeff. You have a question about closing costs. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Hey, I have a question about closing costs.
Sure.
I started with a local mortgage company, and the loan was for $104,900, and it seemed like every time they requested my bank statements, every time they looked at them, my closing costs went up, and in the end, it was almost $10,000 in closing.
That's not right.
I don't know how that works. When you sat down with the mortgage guy, did you get a loan cost estimate, a worksheet at all?
Yes, sir, I did. I got actually, I think 2 or 3 of them, and the low one was like $6,400, and then the next one was up over $7,000, and then the last one was over $9,000, and that I asked him, did that include my $1,000 deposit? And he said,
"Oh, so it's a purchase." There we go.
So it was a purchase transaction. Did this include taxes and everything too?
Yeah. They said that they ran the taxes initially, and then that the homeowners that own the home have homestead tax, whatever that
Okay,
means.
so it was non-homesteaded and they owed more, is what you're saying.
Exactly.
Okay, right. So, see, so if here, there are legitimate changes and there are illegitimate changes. If taxes are taxes, there's nothing you can do about that. Monica,
understand
Steve,
that,
help me
yeah.
out with that. Right? Those are legitimate charges. The charges you have to take a look at, that you have to question if there were any points, origination fees, any doc prep fees, any junk fees that were added on. If it's title charges, if there are title charges, if there are taxes that have gone up, insurance, that's all standard and that's all part of the transaction.
Sure.
Jeff, here, as much as I would tell you that you're getting a bad deal, I can't because I don't have all the facts, of the transaction yet. But on those loan estimates, the government, in their infinite wisdom, put this new document together, the loan estimate, and we have to disclose as bankers all of the charges in the transaction, which means this, the seller's transfer tax, the seller's title policy, interest, property tax, homeowners insurance. But there's but it doesn't break it down who's paying what. So what we do for our clients, go ahead, man. Go ahead.
Well, I had basically fired them.
Okay.
And went with a different lender, and they gave me a much better deal, and even a lower interest rate as well too. And I'm pretty satisfied with what they're giving me. I was just asking in general.
Yeah, I mean, your cost on a purchase transaction for $100,000 should be $2,000, $2,500 tops. I mean, of what you're actually paying.
Well, that's not inclusive of taxes and insurance. Okay, what else is talking about is just standard hard cost, appraisal, title or credit report, county recording fees, flood certifications, things of that nature. Those are all standard, and then taxes and insurance are a whole different ballgame.
Jeff, congratulations. You're going to be a home buyer soon. When's the closing date?
Hopefully in about another week.
Okay, good stuff, man. We'll definitely want to follow up with you, make sure everything goes well for you, and congratulations getting into the housing market. Appreciate that.
All right, thank you guys. Have a great day.
One of the things is that I hear so often, I hear people calling the show or they're calling me at the office and they're talking numbers. He said about 2 or 3 things in there. He needs more education. And I wrote it 3 times last night. Everyone out there is trying to dumb down our listeners. Here, we're not. Call us at Capital Mortgage. Truly learn everything involved in the transaction. Not only the PIT when you close on a house, what your house payment's going to be.
What does that mean, Harvey?
Principal, interest, tax, insurance. Not only that
Good point,
basic
Alex.
stuff. Not only that basic stuff, but learn about maintenance fees, learn about association fees, learn about what everything costs moving forward so that you prepare yourself really for everything involved in a transaction.
Monica and Steve, too many times, we do what we do for a living, and we use terminology, we use words that only make sense to us. And when we're sitting down with a client, we really have to take out all the vernacular that we use, and we have to talk in common language because guess what? Other than my business and a little sports here or there, I probably don't understand what people are talking about, all right? So I need to be educated in whatever discipline that I'm going for. So when we use words like PITI and we use words like escrow, and not a lot of people know what that means. So when they sit down with you, our goal, like your goal is we have to figure out what our clients' goals and objectives are. Okay, we always want to save them money and put them in the best possible position to succeed. And then we want to offer up any kind of advice and counsel that we can give them. But ultimately, who has to make that decision for them?
Well, and especially when we're talking to them, I'd like to advise them just a little bit. A lot of people don't want to have any clue what's going on with their taxes, but I like to advise them because they may not know of something that might come up.
Right, but they have to make the decision. We can present all the options, and then they have to pick. Now we could say what we would do, and I pride myself, and I know our firm prides itself, 25 years of advising people in the right and putting people in positions to succeed and putting them in the best place for them long term, not short term, long term. So.
All right.
I'm that guy that doesn't want to know. I'm just telling what I owe.
Yeah,
Monica, just
you don't want to know.
Put your head in the sand.
You're
You
gonna
gotta
learn.
know. You gotta know.
We've got some open lines here this
I'm
morning.
W-2'd. It's taxes. I got to pay. It is what it is.
Yeah, you get some write-offs. Hey, give us a phone call, 248-539-9797.
You know what a write-off is.
I know a lot more than you know. All right.
Listen, Donald Trump, I know more than the generals know.
You have small hands.
So let's talk about this. Alex, you know what you could do? You can get with Monica and Steve because you know what? If you're W-2'd and you don't have a lot of deductions and you want to buy a vacation property, what's the stance on that, Monica?
Vacation properties can be very complex.
That's the last thing I need.
But the rule is, a lot of people want a rental because in that case, it's treated almost like a business. So you get the write-offs for mortgage interest, real estate taxes, but you can also get the write-offs for management fees or repairs and maintenance and utilities, things like that. The rule is if you use that property more than 14 days in the year, it becomes a vacation rental. In that case, these expenses are prorated based on the number of personal residence days that you've used that.
Okay. So, a little distinction there between if it's your primary residence, your rental home, or a vacation home. And you got to really sit down with someone ahead of time and get that all figured out because it's a big difference with the tax person.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah, but one deduction that you'll always save and always get with a vacation rental, because they've got, depending on your income, the tax deductibility of if you have a loss on a vacation rental, you may not get the whole loss. It may carry over to future years. But one thing, if you pay property taxes on this rental, you'll either get them on what they call the rental schedule, which is Schedule E, or the ones that are disallowed will flow over to Schedule A.
Yeah, we get a lot of that in Michigan. Of course, so many families want to buy vacation homes.
What
and
language
then rent
was
them out.
that? Alex is just laughing.
I'm not listening. I think he needs the short form.
There you go.
Easy. 1040 easy.
All right, we're up against a quick break here. When we come back, all your phone calls, keep it here on 97.1 The Ticket.
Think Chicken Shack when you're watching football or tailgating with family and friends. Make it special with Chicken Shack. Check out our football party planner at chickenshack.com. We can feed any size party for around $5 per person. Remember, when you think chicken, think Chicken Shack.
This is Mark Z at Keller Williams. I don't just guarantee to sell your home in the spring and summer. I guarantee to sell your home in the fall and winter as well. We agree to a price and a deadline, and if that deadline passes and your home isn't sold, I'll step in and buy it myself. And at any time, if you're not happy, you can fire me, but you won't. Call me today or go to soldbymarkz.com and start packing.
Get the speed guarantee. Call Mark Z. 888-971-9790.
If you're a Class A CDL driver looking for work, or just better work, this is just what you need. Northern Logistics is looking for local and regional drivers for its shipments out of Romulus. Northern Logistics has everything you need. Health insurance, 401k matching, paid holidays and vacations, sign-on and safety bonuses, and a family working environment. Class A CDL drivers apply online at norloworld.com, NORLO world.com, or call 989-424-6262.
Hey, Metro Detroit, Small Business Saturdays, November 26th. Will your business be part of this year's celebration? Let's listen to what Christy Brennan from Made Studio Plus Market has to say.
By doing these kind of things, we lift each other up and we make each other stronger and celebrate the small businesses and the people who run them and continue to bring innovative things to our neighborhood.
Learn how to prepare your business and create custom marketing materials for Small Business Saturday at the Shop Small Studio from American Express. Visit shopsmall.com to get started.
By now, you've heard all about MyPillow. How you sleep better, no tossing and turning, no stiff neck in the morning. There's still time to get 4 pillows for the price of 1. Yeah, you heard right, 4 for 1 from MyPillow. So call now, 1-800-951-7954.
Hi, I'm Rebecca from Farmington Hills. I got MyPillow for Christmas last year. I've been sleeping great ever since.
All MyPillow purchases made now through Christmas receive a money-back guarantee until March 1st, 2017. The 60-day money-back guarantee has been extended until March 1st. What do you have to lose except sleepless nights, stiff necks, and that sluggish, tired feeling from not sleeping well? Buy one classic MyPillow, get one free, plus 2 free Go Anywhere pillows. Go to MyPillow.com or call 800-951-7954 and use promo code WXYT. Don't lose another night of good sleep. MyPillow is now offering a 10-year warranty and money-back guarantee until March 1st, 2017. 1-800-951-7954 and use promo code WXYT.
Welcome to a place where all that glitters is yours for the taking. Win up to $100,000 cash at the Big Draw. Every Friday and Saturday at 5, 7, 9, and 11 p.m., we'll draw 6 numbers, match them all, and win big. There's no place like Hollywood. Hollywood Casino Toledo. Must be 21 years or older. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-589-9966 for help.
Hi, Jim Brandstetter here for my buddies at Bill Brown Ford in Livonia. You know the biggest challenge in football is putting a good team on the field and then keeping them together. That's what makes the difference at Bill Brown Ford. This team knows what it takes, and they've been together doing it right for the past 75 years. They've got a superstar in every position in the dealership from sales to service. So whether you're looking for a new Ford or a certified pre-owned Ford or a used vehicle, see my friend Matt Garko at Bill Brown Ford in Livonia and find out what makes the Bill Brown Ford team a winning team.
Today from 11 to 1, come meet the Ticket Street team at the Meijer on Coolidge and Royal Oak to celebrate the grand reopening. There are Meijer tote giveaways for the first 500 people beginning at 11 a.m., games and prizes, in-store picnic lunch, and more. Plus, you could win tickets to see Warren Miller's Here, There, and Everywhere at Royal Oak Music Theater on November 3rd or 4th.
Donate to 97 Win the Ticket Student Heart Check Program, and you can help ensure that every student athlete's heart is healthy enough for sports. CBSDetroit.com/Student Heart Check.
Get the real story on your team and the league with the most opinionated man on Detroit radio, Mike Valetti.
Now the gloves can fully come off.
Game Day Uncensored, Sunday on 97.1 The Ticket.
Welcome back to the show, 946. If you're just joining us, it's the Hardcore Mortgage Real Estate Business Show brought to you by Capital Mortgage Funding. Give us a call here live in the studio, 248-539-9797. Always at Capital Mortgage, 1-800-LOW rate, the best mortgage banker. Definitely got some good calls to get to. A lot of things you need to know. Boy, if you're buying a house, did you know that the responsibility of home ownership has really been a lot better recently? Yep, the delinquencies are way down, the lowest level since July of 2008. Of course, education is the key to anything. Get educated. Call Capital Mortgage Funding. Learn exactly what it takes to become a homeowner. Find out how we can help you get your credit scores fixed up also with our Credit Expert program. So 248-569-7283, 1-800-LOW rate, the best mortgage banker. Let's move off to Chris. You got a great question here, Chris, from Wixom. Go ahead, sir.
Yeah, about a year, maybe a year and a half ago, we refinanced from a 30-year to a 20-year with Capital Mortgage. And I was wondering what our payment would go up if we refinanced to a 15 or a 10.
What's the balance on the mortgage?
About 190, 188.
I mean, it's going to jump probably $400 or $500 a month if you go down to a 10-year. But here's what you got to think, man. I mean, you know, if you pay it off 5 years earlier, so you're saving 60 payments times your house payment. So I mean, figure just for the sake of round numbers, if it's $2,000 a month, I mean, you know, do the math. It's $120,000.
Exactly. That's why I considered possibly going down to a 15-year.
Yeah, I think it's a great way to go.
We pay roughly $15 with insurance and escrow and everything a month. My wife rounded up to $1,600, which is great. I just, if my mortgage payment went up $150 to a 15-year mortgage, then why not do it? That's kind of what I was kind of getting at and wondering.
Yeah, what's your interest rate on that 20-year you have now?
3.87.
That's pretty good historically speaking, but if you could get a 15 or a 10-year under 3% or right in that ballpark, I think the numbers will really be favorable. Yeah, it sounds like a great idea.
That's our favorite loan.
Chris, could you afford another $300, $400 out of pocket each month to save, thousands of dollars down the road?
Possibly. That's why I'm calling. We still have my wife's student loan debt that we're paying off.
Right.
But that's why I wanted to kind of see what would happen if we went down to a 15, because if we can pay the house off quicker, that's always good. So
yeah, absolutely. It's a great call. We'll definitely run some numbers for you. Thanks for the call, Chris. We'll follow up with you right after the show.
I think that's such a great philosophy to pay the house off. There's some people that want they stretch it out. I mean, I'm 37 years old. My house is almost paid for. I mean, there's no reason to buy an astronomical house and waste money and live beyond your means. I mean, it's nice to lay your head down at night and be like, dude, I'm good to go. I don't have to worry about anything.
Lots of things you can still do with your mortgage. Again, we see a lot of families consolidating their first and second mortgage liens. If you have a second mortgage lien, definitely get in touch with Capital Mortgage Funding. Find out if consolidating those loans are going to make some sense for you. Find out how you can save money by calling the professionals at 1-800-LOW rate.
Maybe another thought. Just a thought: if the guy's got some student loan debt out there that he's not getting a tax deduction for the interest on, if you got some equity in your house, take it, pay off the student loans, and then get a tax deduction for the interest.
This is why you have people.
That's why Steve Rock and Monica are geniuses.
This is why you have people.
Monica Solano with Steve Rock. That's why. Because there's toxic debt and, bad word, but better debt. If you can take the write-off on mortgage interest and you can consolidate your toxic debt, makes sense, right?
Right. Plus the fact that these student loans now are 6.25%. they're costly. You're not getting any benefit for that deduction. So if you could roll it into your mortgage, why not?
Really improve your cash flow. It's a great idea.
Right.
248-539-9797. We have some open lines. Let's move off to Nabil, and I think you're in Riverview. Good morning. Welcome to our show.
Hey, guys. Nabil here. I appreciate you taking the call. I have a question for you regarding a home renovation. I'm looking to sell my home, obviously, and want to know typically what the return on investment is for building like a patio with a second-story deck. Is that something that's favorable typically for the homeowner, or what is your opinion on something like that? I'll be quiet and listen here for a minute.
It makes the house more marketable, but I mean, quite frankly, the return on investment is next to nothing. I mean, we're in Michigan, dude. You can use it 3 months a year. I mean, it's as cool as they are.
A little bit more.
Okay, 4 months. But I mean, I don't like to be cold.
Well, but actually,
they're awesome.
You're just doing it for a quality of life issue. You're not doing it for an investment or return on investment, right? I mean, Steve, you got to admit that's just not a great investment, but we got to do it because we like doing it.
Yeah.
But he's doing. His question was though to sell his house.
No.
Yeah.
If you're selling your house, sir, I would not advise you to do that.
Yeah. Plus, you got to pull permits. You'd be in the middle of a construction phase. So at this point, probably not. You'll get a little bit, maybe less money than the guy down the street who has the identical home with the deck.
Sure. Fair enough. I was just wanting to pick your guys' brain. I listen to you guys every week, and I really appreciate the information. Thanks a lot, guys.
Awesome. Thank you, sir.
Good luck on the sale of your house. That's cool stuff, Bill.
There's some things you do to your home, and Harry, you say too, it's just quality of life. I mean, you're not. There's things I've done to my house. I'm not going to see a dime for it when I sell it, but I like it. I mean, it makes me happy.
You mean the batting cage in my backyard didn't help me sell my house?
No, well, maybe.
All right, cool. Appreciate that.
That's the fielder bought it, maybe.
Hey, let's move off to Chris in Canton. Good morning, Chris. Welcome to our show.
Good morning. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you, sir?
Good. Hey, I have a question about I am engaged, and I'm going to my fiance owns a house. I own a house. We are talking about maybe moving in together for a bit and then buying a house together. But my question is if I move into her house and then put mine up for rent, what does that do for my ability to get a mortgage in the future with her if I have a house that I own but it's rented with a contract?
You have to have 2 years of rental income on your tax returns to count that as income. So basically, you'd have to qualify with that with your current house payment plus the new debt.
What about the effect on my debt?
Your debt.
Know for the income part, I know the 2 years, but what about the impact on my debt? Does that mortgage count against me?
Yes.
But not after 2 years, is what you're saying.
Well, it's always going to count in your debt ratio, but if you have 2 years on the tax returns, you can utilize some of that income, the rental income, to offset that debt.
Okay, and that's pretty standard, 2 years, no matter the mortgage company?
Correct, sir.
Okay.
The Fannie or Freddie guideline.
Question.
Awesome. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate the call, man.
Okay.
Alrighty, good stuff here. We're picking it up
Good
pace. 248-539-9797. Let's see if we can sneak another one in. Roger in Southfield, I believe. Roger, good morning. Welcome to our show.
Hey, how you doing?
Good. What's up, man?
I was calling because I filed bankruptcy last year, and I lost my home and a lot of other things. But I wanted to find out how long would I have to wait before I can qualify for?
Yeah, you said you had a bankruptcy, Chapter 7?
Yes.
And you put your home into that bankruptcy. It's on your schedule?
Yes.
All right, so you got a 3-year waiting period from your discharge date to re-enter into an FHA mortgage. So we would give you that information. We'll follow up with you after the show. Get to that date. Check your discharge date on your bankruptcy. It'll be 3 years from that date of discharge if you included the house. And Roger, did you have one mortgage or did you have a second lien also?
Just one.
Oh, good, because those second liens can become a little bit of a hassle. Those are fully recourse loans, and they can come after you for the money, so you got to be careful with that. It sounds like, just maybe a 3-year wait from that discharge. I hope that you're doing a lot of great things between now and then. Did you rebuild your credit? Are you starting to work on that?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, good for you, man. You're on the path. We'll definitely do a follow-up call with you and find out if we can give you some additional advice that'll set you up. Again, you're only a couple years away, and we do welcome all those buyers back into the marketplace.
Thanks, Roger.
Thanks for the call. Many families went through some tough times, of course, and now they're back purchasing homes. Many of them are on to their second home already. So, there's light at the end of the tunnel. There's programs out there to help you.
Okay, look, 5, 6, 7 years ago, we came in here every Saturday morning. We were talking about foreclosures. We were talking about bad credit. We were talking about people filing bankruptcy. Look what's happened in a very, very short period of time. You're talking about home values have gone up. Purchase market is phenomenal the last 5 years. You're talking about people that want to buy investment properties, vacation homes. The trend is definitely an upward trend. It's positive out there. Things, and you two see, Monica and Steve, you see your clients, they're back. I mean, we get to see, and we don't take this lightly, you can't lie to your accountant and you can't lie to your mortgage people. Okay,
Or your attorney.
Well, maybe.
Attorneys.
We see everything, and it's so refreshing to see people coming in with a little pep in their step, and they're making money. Things are turning around slowly but surely. But we have to, and I look at it this way: it's my job to prevent people from making dumb mistakes. We cannot allow people to go back and do the same things that they did before. Can't happen.
Right.
All right, that music says that we've got to go soon. It's been another version of the Hardcore Mortgage Show. We want to thank Steve Rock and Monica.
It was great. Solanowitz.
All right,
Rock in Farmington Hills, 12 and Haggerty, right?
Yes, 12 and Haggerty.
12 and Haggerty.
All right, might be officially Novi out there.
Novi, Michigan,
What's
USA.
that phone number out there?
What's that?
What's the phone number?
248-855-8833.
There you go. Make them part of your team, and we'll see you next week.
You can always call Capital Mortgage Funding if you need
thanks
that
for having us.
information.
You got it.
We will see you next era. We got Dan Leach coming up with the Michigan Pom Pom team.
Go green, Dan Leach. Go green,
Go
Dan Leach.
Spartans!
Go green.
Proceeding was a paid program. Views expressed on this program are not necessarily those of CBS Radio, its sponsors, or affiliates.
Hi, Harry Glantz for Capital Mortgage Funding. Rates are at historic lows, so what are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE and let our award-winning staff help you save money. Look, if you're looking to purchase a new home, refinance your existing home, and you want to save money, call 1-800-LOW-RATE and take advantage of these historic low rates. That's Capital Mortgage Funding, 1-800-LOW-RATE, the best mortgage banker. What are you waiting for? Call 1-800-LOW-RATE. Capital Mortgage Funding is powered by Fairway Independent Mortgage Corporation, NMLS ID number 2289, Equal Housing Lender.
This fall, don't miss Warren Miller's 67th ski film, here, there, and everywhere. Get your tickets today and witness the remoteness of Eastern Greenland. Catch Big Air at Fenway Park and see Warren Miller himself.